just in case it didn't get through to you yet, anyone in this world who gains in influence will face retaliation sooner or later. Unbelievers amongst each other know this. If you have a guy called Patrick and suddenly he has a lot of cash and he is spending it on some new friends, and those new friends go through town with new clothes and everything, that's Patrick having influence. And who's the one receiving influence? The community. The community doesn't have a grip on Patrick's influence because Patrick can do what he wants with the money. They can't control it. So they'll become anxious due to the fact they can't control Patrick, not Patrick's influence. So sooner or later, there are folks who are going to turn on Patrick, trying to harm him or to take him out. That's how it goes in the world. So don't think that as a believer, you can have influence, supernatural influence, and you're not going to face resistance. Christ said to believers, to those that follow him in this world, you should have tribulation. But he also said, be of good cheer because I've overcome the world. So any believer who thinks that just because they accepted Christ they're on the right path, that things are going to be smooth, easy, and quick for them, I don't know which con man you listen to, but whoever sold you that illusion is a scammer. All people during his lifetime in this world will face resistance once their influence can't be controlled. You can be a pupil in high school. You don't even have many friends in high school, but you are intelligent, and because of that, you tend to read social situations carefully. And there can be this teacher that works over there who doesn't have this ability to read social situations that well, and he feels threatened by you because you may notice things about him, even though you don't even know the teacher exists. Okay? So now you may have a teacher talking bad about you, and some other teachers may agree with this teacher just to want to keep the peace at the workplace. So now you can face resistance while you're just a pupil at the high school, even though you're not even into gaining influence. So everyone, one way or the other, faces resistance in this lifetime. As a small kid, you may have faced resistance by your parents if you behaved in a way that was not in line with their expectations. We all face that. We were all conditioned into behaving in a certain way. So that's the primary resistance we all endured. It doesn't mean that your parents were right, but we all endured it. You face resistance by your peers. Maybe as a kid, or in your teenage years, or now as an adult, or at the workplace. Because in the world, people want to have a grip on you. They want to have you under control so they can feel relieved. Once they can't have a grip on you, they become terrified of you. They can project their anxiety onto you, and then they want to attack you to feel relieved. That's how worldly people are in general. So as a believer, please unlearn this BS. That just because you have Christ, things ought to go easy. Of all the people that receive resistance in this lifetime, believers will receive the most. Believers will receive the most resistance. Child molesters, predators, wife beaters, drug dealers, corrupt politicians. Many of those people with a lot of filth will be treated far better than believers in this world. They will. Because such folks who are laden with filthiness, you can always use their filthiness against them to feel good about yourself, to relieve yourself. But if someone walks by faith and they overcome, and their light, the impact of their influence exposes your darkness, or you can't really feel relieved at that. That's something you absolutely don't want. So when it comes down to it, they'll prefer attacking the believer than holding the child molester accountable. That's how common people are. Not all of them, some are different, but in general that's how they are. So believer, understand you will be resisted, you will face retaliation. Don't let it surprise you. It shouldn't even surprise you. It's something that's to be expected. You don't approve it. You don't validate it. You don't understand this. Just because you accept it will happen doesn't mean that you approve of it. That doesn't mean that you think that you say it's okay. You're not in agreement with it. You overcome it, you overrule it by walking by faith. Agree with Christ.